They don't get arrested, they don't get prosecuted, but they ended lives. These are real cases where nature turned deadly because not all crime scenes are made by humans. In 2011, a quiet town in Ohio became something out of a nightmare. Exotic animals were roaming free. Lions, tigers, bears, wolves. It all started when a private owner released dozens of animals from his property before taking his own life. Police officers responded to emergency calls describing predators walking along roads and through neighborhoods. By nightfall, authorities had no choice to protect the public. Nearly 50 exotic animals were shot and killed. It wasn't a hunting expedition. It was containment, a town waking up to find apex predators outside their front doors. Nature doesn't follow zoning laws, and when humans try to control the wild, sometimes control breaks. But sometimes the wild doesn't need cages to turn deadly. In 2003, in eastern Russia, a series of brutal attacks left villagers terrified. The predator wasn't random. It was deliberate. A massive Siberian tiger had begun targeting people. Investigators later discovered the animal had been shot and wounded by poachers, injured and unable to hunt normally. It adapted. It tracked the men responsible. Reports described the tiger following one hunter 4 days before killing him. This wasn't a sudden strike. It was patient, calculated. The forest became a crime scene. Then there are the animals we underestimate. In Australia, kangaroos are national symbols, seen as gentle, almost friendly. But in 2022, a man was killed by a large male kangaroo he had reportedly kept as a pet. Kangaroos can grow over 6 feet tall, balancing on powerful tails and kicking with claws capable of disemboweling prey. Wild animals don't domesticate easily. They tolerate until they don't. And sometimes, the most dangerous encounters happen in places we think are safe, like campsites. In recent years, bear encounters have surged as habitat loss pushes animals closer to human settlements. A single food scent can draw a predator from miles away. One campsite intrusion turned fatal after a bear entered at night. No warning growl, no dramatic movie moment, just sudden chaos in the darkness. It's important to remember, these cases are rare. Statistically, humans are far more dangerous to each other than animals are to us. Yet, when wildlife does kill, it feels primal. It reminds us of something uncomfortable. We are not separate from nature. We are inside it. A shark attack in open water, a mountain lion on a trail, a hippo in an African river, they aren't evil. They're indifferent. And indifference can be deadly. Most fatal encounters share a pattern: habitat disruption, human encroachment, or injury to the animal. Very rarely is it random. We say an animal turned on someone, but in most cases, it was reacting to threat, to hunger, to stress. Still, it's a reminder that the line between civilization and the wilderness is thinner than we think. Not all killers walk on 2 legs, and not all crime scenes begin with intent. Sometimes, they begin with instinct. The wild isn't watching us. It's simply surviving. And if we forget that, we step into its world at our own risk. Which case shocked you the most? Let me know below, and subscribe for more real stories where reality is darker than fiction.